Hello, I'm Bob Blunt. We are here at the White Sands Missile Range, and I would like to talk to you about Firebee targets and threat duplication. For 20 years, various models of the Firebee have been efficient and effective targets for the armed services. Until recently, it's been restricted to flying profiles that were predominantly high-speed, straight and level presentations with limited maneuverability. In the past, some attempts at high-G turns, diving, climbing, or formation flying were tested with marginal success. Recent developments have dramatically improved the performance of the Firebee. Teledyne Ryan, in conjunction with the U.S. Army, have developed Firebee capabilities which far exceed high-speed, straight and level, traditional target-type presentations. These developments provide the Firebee with the capability to perform specific fighter or attack-type maneuvers, and when used in conjunction with appropriate augmentation systems, provide both maneuvering and target signatures which closely duplicate actual threat profiles. I would like to show you several film clips which demonstrate current performance. 5 specific capabilities will be discussed, with additional examples of compound or composite type presentations which incorporate 2 or more of the individual maneuvers. The specific maneuvers include high-G level turns and high-G climbing or diving turns, sustained dives at pre-selected dive angles, high-G dive climb or pop-up type maneuvers, serpentine sequential turns at pre-selected G loadings, and combinations of these maneuvers. In addition, current formation flight capabilities will be presented. The first maneuver I will discuss incorporates the capability to perform high-G level turns. These turns can consistently be performed within plus or minus 200 feet of an assigned altitude and at desired accelerations up to 6 positive Gs. This is a 6G level turn. As the target continues around the turn, a flare is ejected at a predetermined moment. The mission was completed satisfactorily, with a very near miss being scored by the missile system. Directly related to these maneuvers, but different in implementation, are high-G climbing or diving turns in any pre-selected plane up to 70 degrees from the horizontal, which we refer to as slice maneuvers. The maneuvers can be performed either up or down, and if maintained long enough, result in a complete circle, or if terminated halfway around, result in a course reversal. In the 2 slow-motion film clips which follow, the maneuvers have already been initiated when the sequence begins. This is a 6G diving turn. The entire slow-motion sequence took approximately 10 seconds in real time, and the target descended approximately 4,000 feet. The target's inverted at this time, pulling 6 Gs. As you can see, the nose of the bird is pointed nearly straight at you at this time. Now you're beginning to see the bottom of the fuselage. The bird continues to pull 6 Gs on around the turn. It will be reaching a level attitude at the bottom of the turn. Very shortly, it will terminate the maneuver and will depart in a course reversal. This is a 6G climbing turn, which actually took about 12 seconds to perform. The entry altitude was 17,000 feet, and the entry airspeed was 400 knots true. The target is still pulling 6 Gs as it approaches the 90-degree position around the turn. As the turn is continued, the target is in an inverted attitude. You are now looking at the top of the fuselage. This turn radius was approximately 2,500 feet. As the target reaches a level attitude on top of the turn, the maneuver is terminated. The target rolls upright and departs, having once again completed a course reversal. Our second capability consists of strafing or rocket-type dives at sustained dive angles from pre-selected altitudes. In this high-speed film sequence, notice that the target is rolling into its dive. Straightaway or pushovers can also be implemented. And as you can see, jinking, or relatively small random bank angle maneuvering, can also be incorporated in the presentation if desired. Following is a prolonged 20-degree dive performed during a support mission. Much steeper dives utilizing speed brakes have been demonstrated. Another high-G capability that has been developed enables the Firebee to rapidly establish a steep dive followed by a rapid pullout at pre-selected G loadings. This sequence shows the target entering a 45-degree dive. These maneuvers are initiated by rolling the target to an inverted position and then applying positive G's. A variation of this type of maneuver is a pull-out from low altitude, as in a strafing run or weapons delivery profile in which the target approaches at very low altitude and executes a pop-up type maneuver. The Firebee you see here is approaching its presentation window at approximately 400 knots. As the maneuver is initiated, you see the target commence a rapid, straightaway, high-G pop-up. A pre-selected G level, 4 on this particular presentation, is applied and maintained until the desired pitch attitude is attained. At this point, the bird is rolled inverted, positive G's are then reapplied. The bird pulls through on top and terminates the maneuver by rolling upright when a level attitude is attained. The next high-performance capability incorporates high-G turns performed in a sequential series, which produce serpentine-type ground tracks. Flight profiles in these maneuvers can be performed in either a horizontal or a vertical plane, and can be varied by timing the turns. Combinations of these maneuvers can be performed to reinforce actual threat simulations. For instance, in this maneuver, the target is in a 20-degree dive, and at a pre-selected altitude, a 6G climbing turn is initiated. Precise, steady-state, two-ship formation flights are being performed at White Sands Missile Range. This particular formation was flown at 14,000 feet with the requirement that the targets be positioned to beam each other with 500 feet horizontal and 500 feet vertical separation. Relative positioning errors of plus or minus 150 feet 90% of the time, and plus or minus 100 feet 80% of the time, have been flown consistently. The feasibility of a formation system utilizing automatic computer control of the targets has been demonstrated with accuracies of plus or minus 30 feet around a point in space. By simulating 4 targets while actually controlling the 2 targets you see here, a 6-ship formation capability has also been demonstrated. Remember that all the maneuvers are performed at very high subsonic Mach numbers. In addition, radar and IR augmentation devices that are presently available or are under development can be used to further enhance total threat duplication. As you have seen, the capability now exists to maneuver Fire-B drones in a manner which closely duplicates fighter or attack aircraft profiles. The threat duplications available in these maneuvers should appreciably increase the total target capabilities. It's no longer necessary that test programs be restricted to stereotype target presentations. Do you own or operate a weapon system? How long has it been since your system was tested against high-G turns like this? Or a formation like this? Or dives like this? Or a pop-up like this? Or high-G climbs like this?